So I just saw a glimpse of Dell's upcoming marketing materials for the Dell XPS 15 and a brand new XPS 17. That's a big deal because if the XPS 17 can have the same chassis size as the previous XPS 15 or even a MacBook Pro 16, I think a lot of people will be interested in it. But the big deal is they're finally redesigning the laptop. The previous XPS 15 was just getting a bit too stale. It started having thermal issues and its competitors were offering better options. The cool thing though is that it's gonna look a lot like the XPS 13 here. It's gonna have a very similar form factor but be bigger in size because of the bigger display. If you look at the outside of the body, instead of just having two Thunderbolt 3 ports with one of them being on each side, it looks like the upcoming XPS 15 is gonna have a total of 4. So very similar to the MacBook Pro. On top of that, you also get an SD card slot. Now the beauty about the new redesign is the display. Like there's not too many ultra performance ultrabooks that I can think of with a discrete GPU that have an aspect ratio that's not 16:9. The XPS 15, and I'm assuming the XPS 17, is gonna have a 16:10 aspect ratio, very similar to the XPS 13. You'll get those super slim bezels, you're gonna get the webcam on top with Windows Hello recognition to quickly log you in. Now because this is a performance ultrabook, you're gonna be able to buy it in Full HD, or you can pay more and get it with a 4K display, 3840 by 2400, just because of the 16:10 aspect ratio. The other thing to note based on these pictures is the deck. Like you're still gonna get carbon fiber, but it looks like they're increasing the size of the touchpad. They're taking a lot of design cues from the MacBook Pro and they're bringing them to XPS 13. So using your fingers, the accuracy, the space to move them around will be a lot more enjoyable. I can't tell in this picture, but it looks like they're adding front-facing speakers. That's huge because on the XPS 13 and the previous XPS 15, all the speakers are on the bottom. So if they place them on the top, add maybe 4 total, sound will just be so much better than the previous generation. Now the keyboard, the function, the tactile feel, and even the travel distance will be a lot like this. This is one of my favorite keyboards on an Ultrabook, and if this is coming to the XPS 15, I think a lot of people are gonna like that. Now I know some of you probably want this to have an AMD Ryzen processor, and it doesn't look like there will be one, at least at first. It's gonna be packing the brand new 10th gen Intel CPUs. There's gonna be an i7 6-core version which is the 10750, but I'm sure they'll have other options to buy the 8-core version. I don't think they're gonna have an i9 in this model just because I think the i7 already gets hot enough and there's gonna be thermal limitations with a laptop that thin. As for the XPS 17, it's hard to say what's going to be different. Like it's probably gonna have more ports, there's probably gonna be more storage options where you have extra spaces to put in more storage drives, but besides that, I can't see it being any different. Maybe they'll have the i9 version on that, but besides that, you're just paying for a bigger battery and of course a bigger display. Now, rumors have it the XPS 15 is going to be released this month, with the XPS 17 coming out sometime in the late future. And if this new chassis is true, based on very similar design cues to the XPS 13, I think Dell might have a winner. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be grabbing it as soon as it comes out. I'm gonna review it, subscribe to make sure you're one of the first to see that. Stay safe, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.